I've been posting content almost daily on this account for over 3 years, and I've never done a welcome to the channel, who the hell am I, and why should you bother following me video. So here you go. My name is Alex. I work in Web3. I teach people how to navigate Web3 safely without scaring anybody, shilling anyone about anything, or shaming anyone trying to learn. I started this whole thing because there was an absolute dearth of helpful content being created about crypto, and that really bothered me. And now my channel is really just full of the advice that I wish I had been given when I was first getting started in this industry. A little bit about me as a human being. Before I did all of this, I was active duty U.S. Coast Guard, and I worked in several different jobs during my 9-ish year career there. I started off on the law enforcement side, saw some rough shit while I was doing that, and I moved on, worked in navigation, which basically was just a fancy way of saying that I scraped bird shit off of a lot of lighthouses and buoys for several years up on the Great Lakes. And after that, I finished out by working in aviation in Savannah, Georgia, on the MH-65 Dolphin helicopter. It's the little orange helicopter the Coast Guard has. I maintained them on the ground as a mechanic, and then I flew on search and rescue operations as a flight mechanic. Before that, I got my undergraduate degree in criminal justice from Northern Michigan University, which is where I met my wife. Before that, I went to a whole bunch of different kinds of schools, everything from private Waldorf schools to public high schools with thousands and thousands of people. I attribute a lot of my successes today to lessons that I learned being raised by both of my parents, who are both Yale PhDs and incredibly well-educated individuals. Beyond that, a couple fun facts, I guess. I am a dual citizen, United States and Germany. I used to live in tiny houses, which included a 1976 Airstream trailer that my wife and I renovated and rebuilt. It's mostly her. And I also lived in a yurt for a while, which was like a super fancy tent. I've got a lot of dogs. I spend a lot of my free time volunteering with dog rescue, which I've been doing ever since the beginning of high school, like 20 years ago. But now most of what I do, in addition to a little bit of volunteer work, is just teach people about this new industry that I personally love and would really like to see become a little bit less sleazy. I appreciate all of you for being here and supporting me and supporting the channel and the content that I produce. I really appreciate you watching this entire video. If you made it this far, that's pretty cool. And I'm just really excited to keep growing, keep learning, and keep growing our community here.